Let's see here. Actually, I'll wipe this up a little bit. All right. What is going on? Let's see here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What is going on, guys? Bogart, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Lindgren. I'm probably not even saying that right. Lindgren Transport. What's going on, sir? Or ma'am? Howdy, everyone. Mark, what's going on? Howdy from sunny Florida. We all hate you up here. Mark said must be running late at church. So yeah, for me this week, I got to tell you, it was little more exciting than I really cared to be a part of. Lindgren, you said it right. Very cool, very cool. Chris James, what's going on? Robert, sounds good. Very good, very good. Yeah, so this week, did a first load to somewhere. I don't even remember. That was to Kentucky, I think. And then no, that was to Missouri. And then I had another load back to Missouri again, different dealership. And but on the way home from the first one on like Monday night, Tuesday morning or whatever, my body just kind of shut down. I had like a 24-hour stomach bug, and it absolutely just wrecked me. I had to pull off. I had to sleep in my truck. I could have made it. I should have made it home, but I didn't until about 4 in the morning. So that was pretty rough. I didn't eat for like 40 hours and just let my body just get better. I was, stomach pains. I felt weak, all sorts of stuff. Um, just drink water, just kind of unintentionally water fasted for like 40 hours. It was pretty rough, thereabouts 40. And so that kind of, I got home and I just rested for the next day and a half. I did nothing and until I felt better. And so um, I then got my load and dropped off on Friday and then came home. So it's been a weird, very exhausting week, only doing two-day trips, but it felt like this whole week I've been just absolutely destroyed. So um man, not cool. Not cool. But yeah, so basically along with that, my wife Kara, she had a death in the family. I believe quite a quite a while ago now. At this point, but they had a celebration of life, and I was getting back Friday night, and I was just burnt to a crisp, and it was from the whole week, really. And so we just kind of decided, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it back in time, probably, and actually be available to go and to go forward. I've got to rest. I've got to give myself some time and just recover. And so especially if I'm going to hit this week again hard, I got to give myself some grace here. So I did not go with her to Ohio. So she was gone this weekend, visiting her family and seeing people she hasn't seen in a while, which is really good, really cool for her. Meanwhile, I stayed at home and I just sawed logs, man. I didn't do a whole lot. I was hanging out. I watched the Purdue game. They barely beat IU. I mean, by God's grace, they don't deserve it. But I napped through most. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you right now. My vacation is sitting in my comfy, fluffy recliner in my garage with both garage doors open on either side of the garage door, the garage, watching the basketball game, smash some food, and I just sawed logs till literally the last minute of the game. I woke up and I watched Purdue win. I got to tell you, that is that is therapy. That is vacation. That is just a magical experience. 72 degrees, 71 degrees, sleeping, chilling in my garage with a crosswind, bro. I got to tell you, it's a beautiful thing. So that's what I did this weekend. Got a few things done here or there. I was able to see Mr. Dennis. I see him in the chat. I'll catch up on the chat here in a second. But Mr. Dennis came through and he hooked me up. If you saw my Instagram post, he is the one who hooked me up with the old orange cream sodas that he brought me on the way up to Goshen. So shout out to Dennis. Really appreciate that, man. I mean, if you know, you know the orange cream. I mean, it'll change your life. I'm just saying. So really appreciate that. And yeah, so it's been Kara literally just got all this to say. Kara literally just got home. We got all of her stuff into the house, getting stuff put away, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit late hopping on here. But glad to be with you, hanging out. I am going to cut this a little short because there's a few things that need to get done here tonight. So yeah, let's see, where am I at? I'm definitely behind. Um, Said it right. Pastor Anthony, what's going on? Missed last night. I did a live. Oh man. Man, I must have been sleeping or something. I didn't get a notification. Man. Progressive Construction, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Yes, sir. There's Dennis. Howdy, everybody. Holland, USA. Hello from Barstow, California. Headed to Fountain, Colorado. Gotcha. Be safe out there, man. Chris James had a great week with the Bandits. Ended up getting their help fix my exhaust on the truck. Nice. Very good. Very good. Pastor Anthony, I'm sitting in Higginsville, Missouri tonight. Okay. Are you headed west or back east? Nature Nut Photos. Hello from Todd and I from our kitchen again. Okay. Still. All righty. Glad to have you here. Grim Reaper, what's going on, sir? What up? What up? He says, what up, Daniel? Glad to have you here, man. I have not gotten caught up on your videos here. What's the latest update? If you wouldn't mind in the chat, what's going on with your truck? Is it fixed? Last video I saw related to the truck was it was getting all hauled away. You had different people coming from different places, getting everything logistically worked out for getting stuff brought back to home base, I think is what I think you had said. But how are things going, man? Grim Reaper in the house. Let's go. Holland, USA. Pastor Anthony, I like that Flying J. If you can grab the RV spot closest to the road. Okay, very good. Knowing exactly where we're talking about. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he said the same thing. Chris James, Grim Reaper, any update on the truck? Pastor Anthony, I'm empty at the moment. Nice. Very good. Very good. A little stealthy single truck action going on in the parking spots. On USA. Nature and Photo, sorry you were sick. Our son had the stomach bug this week too. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I didn't feel like, doing anything like that. It was simply just, I was sick to my stomach and I could not eat anything at all. I had no desire to eat anything at all, just water. So, I emptied out and eventually I was like, well, there's only one way to find out if you can hold down food. So let's try it. And I was able to, and it was all good from there. But I was like, wow, this was an adventure for sure. Let's see, Dennis, sup CT, gotcha. Pastor Anthony, I need to park by the road. Okay. Dennis, how's it going? Chris James, howdy, Pastor Anthony. Oh, it just jumped up. Pastor Anthony, hey Dennis, Hi Nature Nut. Chris James, hi Dennis. Nathan, what's going on? Good evening. I asked you last week about the rear axle seal on my Ram 3500. Well, I did attempt it, and you were right. Very simple. Booyah! Awesome. Very good to hear. Glad that worked out for you, man. Dennis, you took better care of me than I did you. Thanks for the change. Yeah, so Dennis needed some chains because he was going out west, and obviously we can't put on our chains if there's a chain law in effect. Um, and I haven't gone out west in so long. I was he hit me up, and I was like, "Take my chains." They're literally used as a door stop in my garage because my garage door, when I have the crosswind between my two garage doors open, the door will swing open and back and forth and then eventually just slam. And I got to tell you, there's nothing scarier than when you are dead asleep, sawing logs, snoring, drooling, things are coming out of everywhere, and you're just absolutely just knocked out. And the garage door, because the suction, from the wind, just slams the door, and you go from the peaceful, just dead in the water, just you're toast, to like you thought shots were just fired and you're stressed out. I'm like, whoa, dude, this is not cool. So, yeah, I've been using the chains, my bag of chains that I've never opened up in my life, as a doorstop to hold that door. And basically, yeah. I gave him my chains. He gave me some orange cream sodas, and it's a beautiful thing. So, very good there. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh wow, I'm behind. Um, Pastor Anthony, it's okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. Dennis, if I seem distracted, it's because I'm sitting at a massage chair at the truck stop plaza at the PA. Massage at the truck stop. Nice. Nice. Living the dream. Let's go. Pastor Anthony, I'm Goshen bound. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Pastor Anthony. Dan, hi Daniel. Thanks for all the great info. Hey, very cool. Glad to help out, man. Also check out all the other people in my on my profile. If you haven't seen everybody who's doing RV transport, I've got everybody linked. So check everybody else out. If you haven't seen um, everybody else here on YouTube. Chris James, I'm headed north out of Dallas, Oregon into BC, northern BC. Gotcha. Pastor Anthony, I'm on exit 49 off I-70. Okay. Gotcha. Chris James, we got a second rate increase in less than a month's time on Friday. Huh. Okay. Gotcha, Chris. Yeah, it's the clock's ticking on getting an increase because the excuse me, the fuel stops are only going up. Oh man. Progressive construction, how's fuel prices affecting your money margins or the company pays for it? So progressive construction, every 90 days, or so I'm told, the manufacturers will reevaluate the current fuel surcharge that we get paid from the national average. And it's not 90 days yet from, I don't know if it's a rolling 90 days or if it's simply, quarterly type of a thing that they'll do. Maybe, April 1st is the next, 90 days or something like that. But um, basically, uh, it's not time yet for a regular anticipated check in to see if the price has gone up that much. But since it obviously has ridiculously, they're already in talks preparing to, I'm assuming, give us a increase. It's just a matter of by how much. And so I think they're going to have to play it by ear and really kind of follow it pretty closely, at least a lot closer than they have been in the past 6 years that I've been doing this, because it's only a matter of time. I'm sure it's already started. The amount of drivers who are like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Call me when we drop $2 at fuel." And you know, uh, I think when you don't know your numbers to begin with, and you see fuel prices go up, and you don't know how much it has gone up, and then whether we get a fuel bump in pay or not, I, how do you know? How do you know if this is good or bad, or slightly less bad, or what does it really mean going forward? So, um, I am still planning on making a video for February, what my fuel margin was for that, gross pay minus fuel, and just leaving it at that. Everybody else has other bills and other things coming out. Um, but simply sharing that, and then monthly going forward, probably. And maybe this is just a good thing to do anyways, but I'll do March as well, and we'll kind of compare and see these things kind of going forward. So over February, I did mention it last week. Over February, I was really kind of playing catch up in a lot of areas. So I wasn't really being as, like I normally try to be, as very intentional with where and when I buy fuel, um, to save the most money. So my my fuel margin there was a lot higher than it even normally has been, um, simply because of that, but also prices have been going up more and more. So I think this upcoming March, end of March video that I'll do after February, um, will be telling from that as well. So we shall see about it. Dennis, I'm on the way up to on my way to the Jersey Shore for my first load in way too long. Awesome, Dennis. Very good, very good. Jim Price, what about the rates? Talked with drivers from other companies, and theirs are going up. Haven't seen that with Synergy. Jim, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion. Probably, I would imagine this week, if other companies are already rolling it out, um, Synergy and other places really can't afford. We have our normal turnover rate, which I'm assuming is fairly high uh, with any of these companies. And I can only imagine, uh, especially within this last week, prices going up the way they have. If companies don't start making quick, um, decisive, decisions on this stuff, with the explosion of trailers that, especially at least at Synergy, we're running out of space. They're desperate. They're scrambling. They're running out of space, maybe because we're getting more trailers, but also because maybe we're losing that many more drivers. So they are desperate. So if you really want to keep the trailers rolling, you've got to start paying up. So um, the negotiation, or the conversation between the manufacturer and the transport companies, they have it's got to happen as soon as possible. I can only see things getting uglier and uglier for transport companies that don't get things rolling as quickly as possible. And I'm sure they're already doing that. They have every reason to. In their, it's only going to be that harder to. And then on the other side of it, the amount of people willing to apply and try to get into this industry while all of this is happening has got to be shrinking as well. So squeezing people out while not bringing more people in, they're going to get hit from both sides. So they've got to make decisions, in my opinion, very quickly. Dan, I'm in the process of leasing on now. Maybe we'll catch up one day. Yeah, that'd be great, Dan. I'm if you're talking about with Synergy, I'm there usually like Mondays and Wednesdays, depending. Sometimes Tuesdays, Thursdays if I'm off in my schedule, working things out. But yeah, would love to meet you. Progressive Construction. How's? Oh wait, I must have missed that from before. Sorry about that. Um, I'm really off. What am I doing? What? Oh, it just jumped up, and I have no idea. This chat is pretty intense here. Okay, wait. Video Nathan, good job on the rear diff. Yes. Pastor Anthony, my son, gave me a set of chains his work was not using, not even sure what they fit. There you go. Jim Price, Chris, what does single travel trailer going south pay? I'm assuming you're at the same company talking about that. Um, yeah, Jim, as of right now, before additional bump ups in pay, south is still 154 a mile. Um, South loads are just as expensive for fuel, in my opinion, more than ever, or closer to other areas of the country. There is no cheaper fuel down there. I've looked all over the place. There really is not much of any cheaper fuel. So I don't know what they're saying for the rationale for that, but yeah. Here we go. Grim Reaper, not fixed yet. Oh man. I put it in my local dealership. Been there for the past 3 weeks. Oh, then I found out 4 days ago the only two senior master mechanics quit, so no one can work on my truck. Just towed it to another dealership. Oh, bro. Oh man. That is a punch in the face, dude. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope that other dealership can do something for you. That's insane. That is ridiculous. Man. Blake, synergies went up, but the old trailers are the old prices. Well, let's see. Let us see what's cooking here. I did not see that they went up. Let's pull it up for you here. Maybe people are already talking about it in the chat and I'm just late to the party. Oh wow. Wait, are these let's find a south load and see what it's doing. Let's find a non-CDL south load. Oh, but you said it might still be the old. Okay. Texas CDL. That's still $1.69. Oklahoma. Okay, that's CDL $1.69. So that's still what it was before. So that's a CDL too. Is there a non-CDL? Clinton. Here we go. Georgia, 36-foot travel trailer, $1.54 still. So that's all CDL stuff there. Huh. Well, we shall see. See what's going on there, but Ian, sitting waiting for a new fan clutch. Oh man, how long is that going to take? As far as the part shortages and all that, man. I hope that that gets to you as soon as possible. Grim Reaper, that's awful. Wonder when they were going to tell you. Yeah, that's. I won't go down the rabbit trail, but people not communicating when it doesn't really affect them, but it absolutely devastatingly could affect you. That just the disrespect and the carelessness, zero customer service, that bothers me so much. Man, Dennis, you can fill the soda bottles when they're empty and use them as a doorstop. Yep, I'll probably end up doing that. Oh man, Grim Reaper CP4 went out, so they have to replace everything from the high pressure fuel pump to the injectors. Oh. Well, at least you know what it actually is, but that's still a lot. Man. Dennis, I meant to fill the bottles with sand. Chris, fuel has gotten crazy. Absolutely. Ian, 30 days for us. Are you talking about the 30 days checking in for fuel prices? Is that what it is? Steve, Dan's installed my 91-gallon fuel tank in Toolbox Friday, drove directly to 7-Eleven and filled up for $3.89 and drove past there 2 hours later and fuel jumped up to $4.79. So I saved $80 first day. Boom. Unfortunately, that's the wrong type of savings you want to see. But uh somebody's driving by here. I got the window open because I am getting toasted in here. I don't know why this room is so hot. Thermostat's at the same temperature, but we are getting cooked here. Um, man, Jim, Ian, who is us? Thanks, Ian. Work for Trail X. Regina, Canada. Gotcha. Nature Nut Photos. The red cup is back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Holland Pause. Pause is here. What's going on? Pastor Anthony, I've the 205 per mile, and my new one is 210. Oh man, I don't know what this is related to. Did I miss something? I don't know what that's related to. Um, or I'm slow or something. Chuck, what's going on? I had no idea how low our rates were with Indiana Transport until this past month. Oh dear. Well, hopefully everybody's gets up because transport companies are not going to be able to handle the walkout that they're going to see with the amount of drivers. I consider what I'm, everything I'm doing to be kind of part time. Um, Roughly overall, I'm doing about 40 hours, maybe a little bit more a week worth of driving, plus my dumpster business and a few other things that I do, plus YouTube and whatever. So, but if I only was driving and that's my only stream of income, I would, if you haven't already, you really need to be doing your numbers to find out how much money were you making, how much money are you making, and when things get worse, which they will, and we already see how quickly it's going, at what point do you say my hands are tied? Unless we get paid more, and how much is enough for more? Like what does that mean? As far as margin wise? Um, just because fuel goes up $2 or something, um, a gallon, what does that look like for your per mile, and then what you're actually going to bring home? I did see Vandy RV Transport or Vandy Transport. I can't remember now. His fuel video he just made. Check out his channel. He's linked in my featured channels or whatever. Everybody is that I know of. He made a video talking about all of his fuel prices. Now it's for doubles and triples. But with his pay rate and everything that's going on, his margins really haven't changed much. Now, maybe in the last week they have, um, but it's been fairly consistent as fuel prices have gone up. He's been paid more, and so really good video, very good video talking through that. Very very helpful. Oh, Jim said it right there. I'm skipping down, but Vanny RV did excellent video on Horizon increase, and his net was same as last year. And that's the thing. If you're not doing your numbers and you don't know, people go, "Oh, I'm not getting paid enough. The fuel's going up too much," and they just stress out, flip out, and just say, "Take my placards. I'm done." You're 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 still at the same level of profit, but you don't know your numbers, so you don't know that, and you're gonna quit. Like, uh, if you're not bringing in the money you need at the same amount of work that you have been doing, with all your other expenses maybe going up for parts, for oil, for filters, all this other stuff, um, it's now more than ever. If you've never run your numbers or never followed anything, now's the time to start holding your receipts, add it up at the end of the month, and see where you're at. Add it up at the end of the quarter, find out what you're doing. I haven't been doing that as much lately for RV transport. I've been really more focusing on my dumpster stuff, but I'm probably going to be putting in extra effort to do it for everything, just to see where am I really at, where are the pain points, what's really going on. I may be having to raise my prices for my dumpster rentals because if the actual dump fees go up for me, I've got to factor that in as well as my fuel. So I might be changing my structure of my pricing for my dumpsters as well right now. So, but if I don't know my numbers, just making an increase just to make more money because it feels like I'm doing this or that. That's really not appropriate. That's poor planning. That's poor everything. Whether bad things are happening or good things are happening, and I'm saving even more money on fuel. Fuel is going down or something. We need to be thoughtful about this stuff. And for RV transport and for my little dumpster business. So, um, let's see here. Chris James, what up? Holland Pause. Pastor Anthony, we have. It just jumped up again. Oh my word, I'm so behind. Just so you guys do know, I'm probably gonna head out of here in like 10 minutes ish. So just so you're aware, I know I've only been on here for like 33 minutes, but I am gonna hop off a little bit earlier than normal. I haven't seen my wife over the whole weekend, and I miss her, so I'm gonna say hi to her. But let's see where we're at. Uh-oh. Here we go. We have 834 on the board. Wow. Wow. Chris James, my next run is $1.90 a mile. Jim, okay, I already said that. TJ, good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. And remember, it's okay to cry when we fill up our truck. TJ, oh man. Appreciate the emotional support there. Chris James, I could stay on the West Coast for a long time if I choose to be. I'm ready to be back east. Gotcha. Holland Pause. Oh my, I have Daniel on the big screen at home. Oh, I don't know if you want to do that. Holland Pause. Wave has raised rates 4 times since August. Pastor Anthony, are you heading up tomorrow? Yes, but it's going to be later in the day. If that works out, maybe we can hang out. I'm going to be hanging out with Kara for a little bit earlier in the day and then headed up there. So we shall see. Dennis, Tim, what is Wave paying now? Chris James South for Team RV is $1.70 now. Sure, it'll go up again. Chris McDonald, hello from Texas. On my way to Goshen, will be there Wednesday. I put a 67-gallon tank On anxious to try it for the first time, I installed a tuner to help my 7.3 Power Stroke. Beautiful. Thanks for all your great info. Hey, man, that's awesome. Love the 7.3 engine. I love mine. I need to do a few things to take care of that truck. Get some new tires on it, but that is very cool. Congratulations, man. Lindgren Transport. I tried signing up with Synergy. They wouldn't let me sign on, so they aren't that desperate for drivers. Wow. Did they give a reason why? That's interesting. Um, Dennis, fuel in North Arkansas is about 370 to 390. Dennis, tops is around $3, but most are $1.60 to 210. Dennis, CT, I have a 460 with a CM flatbed 250 that you can use until your truck is fixed. It's in Arkansas. We can figure out a way to get it to you. That is awesome. Even though they said they needed to hire 300 to 400 drivers. Wow. Yeah, I'm curious their reasoning. That's pretty wild. Steve, I just started in the RV transport business 1 month ago, invested $35,000 in a truck and getting it fixed up. And Friday, I'm thinking to myself, I just made a $35,000 mistake. Steve, this is similar to COVID and everything else. This is uncharted territory for us and the rest of the country, of course. But whatever you do, make as thoughtful and calculated of a decision as possible. Not an emotional one. I understand that that is a tough situation getting into this, going into what we're about going to. I would also just say this: start looking at your as you're getting into this. If you decide to pull the trigger and you actually start pulling, um, you need to run your numbers and find out where your profit margin is, or just make some mock-ups. 1,000 miles at $1.80, at $1.60, at a whatever. Your fuel economy loaded, your fuel economy empty, your truck payment, your insurance, maintenance, all those things. Really try to put some numbers together. Um, don't make emotional ones and guess. The more information you have, the better. Jeffrey, Starfleet Drive Away. His active management keeps sending emails out telling people who haven't been hauling regularly to pick up loads. Gotcha, Jeffrey. Thank you for the update on that. I didn't think about Drive Away side. What kind of fuel increases are they getting or not? Ian, sitting 3 weeks already for the fan clutch. Oh man, but at least you're home. Okay, gotcha. Jeffrey, rates have gone up, but we have to get rid of old units before we get the new money. Gotcha. Kenneth, 5.96 per gallon of diesel fuel now here in California. Wow, that's devastating. Haul and pause. We also have a bunch of split multi-haul loads for $1.40, $1.55. Those are small campers. Gotcha. The transporter, what's going on? Foremost 265 for haul and tow has not went up. Hope it does soon. I'm sure. Hopefully, all these companies will as they work out the deals with the manufacturers. Um, on pause. Jeffrey, when our rates went up, it changed all the loads on the board. Oh, so it was retroactive as far as what was currently already on there. Very interesting. Must be nice. Oh man. Progressive Construction diesel fuel is 4.69 here. Top Dog EGA, what's going on? Hey all. A fifth wheel in Billings, Montana for 205 per mile. The unit I'm getting tomorrow pays 210 per mile. Jeffrey, on my last run, fuel went from 359 in Goshen, 369 in Illinois, back down to 344, excuse me, in Missouri and Oklahoma. Funnings in. I just bought. Oh dear, where's he at? I just bought 8 diesel fuel cans, 5 gallons each, so that I can buy more fuel at the cheapest station. So now I will carry an additional 40 gallons. Wow. Wow. Okay. Jeffrey, that was all unleaded as I was driving a gasser. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think diesel's jumping up quite a bit more. But understand that. Talk dog, I'm carrying extra 5 gallon tanks on top of the 91 gallon auxiliary tank. Like to run to California, won't buy fuel there. Don't blame me at all. Hold on, pause. Anyone here have a 2017 or up 250 with a 91 gallon tank in the bed? Holland USA QuickBooks helps on keeping track of the numbers. Just don't get behind. Yeah, that's a huge thing. If you get behind, it's going to feel like an absolute mountain of information ready to crush you, as I've already experienced at times. So don't do that. Jeffrey, I'm thinking of carry a 2.5 gallon can and a siphon pump in case I have to transfer fuel from my tow car to the unit. I saw an off road guy carrying gas cans on a roof basket rack. Is that legal? I've never seen that personally. Maybe like on a Jeep or something. Um, it would. I mean, it's got to be strapped down. It's got to be secure. You may get some. I don't know the technical legal bit of information on that. I would say whether it's legal or not, you're going to have probably some DOT officer say something to you about it. In my opinion, somebody's going to give you some grief about it. I would imagine. That's my guess. I don't know whether that's legal or not. Being on top of the roof, I would imagine it's probably just not a good idea, even if it is legal. Um, Maybe not worth the headache. I have 2019 F350 long bed with a 118 gallon tank. Funnings end, you can't mount a fuel can to the front of the vehicle. It doesn't say anything about the top. Okay, gotcha. Pastor Anthony, call me when you head up. I'm leaving here about 5-ish a.m. Gotcha. It may be that we're headed up there at the same time. If we are, stop through here, or I'll meet you there, whatever. I don't know. I will get with you though, sir. Kelly, thanks for hosting. Newbie back seat, uh, evening dropping. Looking forward to learning more. Very cool. Yeah, Kelly, lots of great people on here who know a lot of information. Um, go to my featured channels on my profile, and there's a slew of other content creators on here. Learn from them as well. We got a great community here. So yeah, John Powell, where is Trump? Um, there's a lot of things going on here at play. Oh dear, it just jumped up again. Here we go. Um, Chris James, I'm debating on jumping over to Horizon. Okay. Top Dog EGA, I have a 2021 F250 short bed Holland pause. Chris James, I'm hopping off. Got to get back south of Portland. Gotcha, Chris. Be safe out on the road, man. Top Dog 91 gallon auxiliary tank. Later, Chris James. I talked with a recruiter before I sent in my application. They said no experience needed, but would help. Then, when I sent in my application, the recruiter that called me said I needed experience. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. There's got to be some other company out there for you who's got to be desperate at this point as well. So I'm sure, I have no doubt you'll find somebody with no experience even right now. Dennis, transporter, how many trailers for that 265? 2 trailers, My 1 gallon tank that was in my one long bed Ford won't fit in my new long bed Ford. Too wide. Oh, ouch. Jason, need to be okay. They need to be metal cans, not plastic, and it's fine. Okay, gotcha. So you're talking about the metal cans for diesel on top of the truck on the roof. You're saying that that's the legal way of transporting um, fuel is with metal cans. Okay. Transport. I just use farm diesel. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, Jim. Weekend trucking did video on tracking his income and expenses per load. Kelly will do. Very good. Very good. Lindgren Transport. I signed on with Transport US with no problems. Okay, yeah, check them out. See if they're still hiring there. Very good, very good. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually hop off here. Normally, I'm doing this for at least an hour, sometimes longer. We're at 46 minutes right now. Uh, 45 people or 43 now. Really appreciate you guys hopping on here. Love the conversation and the community being able to talk through the fuel prices as well as other things that are kind of currently going on. I am going to hop off here um, a little bit earlier than normal, but I will catch you guys next week. Depending on this week, maybe I'll do another live somewhere as well if I'm out on the road or home and board or something. Uh, but yeah, let's see. Wish I would have invented the Biden stickers that say I did that. Oh dear. I have my extra diesel cans mounted on top of my auxiliary. The storage cage out of 3 by PVC cage strapped to auxiliary tank and extra cans strapped to cage. Huh. Very interesting. Um wow. Holland USA, hit the like button. Hey, appreciate that, man. Nature Photos, have a great week. Stay safe. Remember to like. Hey, appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great one. Be safe, and we will catch you guys later.